how do you be feminine but also being a CEO?
You can be a CEO and be sexy, like you can still serve the man and be the CEO. Like the CEO doesn't take away.
Right, but the CEO
from,
doesn't serve anybody. The CEO's in charge.
But the
CEO is a
the
boss.
CEO can be the boss and still literally like be a woman. You know what I mean? Like you can still be womanly. You can be a sexy woman. You can still put it down for the man in the bed. Like you are the woman still. I feel like a CEO doesn't take away from
Okay,
that.
how do you show a man that you're interested in him?
How do I show a man that I'm interested in him? With love.
What does that look like?
Well, even though I'm a boss, I can still I still provide, I still cook. Men don't know how to cook for shit, you know what I mean? Like I'm cooking.
Some men.
I'm
Some
cooking.
do.
Well, some men do, okay. But like I'll
Jamaicans.
cook. I'll still like take care of myself too.
Okay.
I would argue that a boss chick is the opposite of feminine.
Damn.
So
Completely.
you're saying a
How's
woman
that?
can't be feminine and be a CEO?
No, she cannot be.
Because the
It's
traits it
impossible.
takes to be a boss bitch are inherently
Ruthless.
masculine.
Well, you
I
don't bring
agree.
that home.
What makes a boss bitch
You don't bring that
masculine,
home?
though?
Yeah, you
No,
do.
not at all.
Okay, so here's the thing about people that are A-type personalities that are highly successful and ambitious and
You can't
want to
turn
be
it off.
successful. You can't turn it off.
Well, you
Which is
gotta
what I was
figure out
to
a
answer
way.
your question. Why I'm saying you got with a guy that just wasn't it, because if he went and turned it off, that clearly meant he wasn't really about it.
Live and learn.
So that's what I was trying to say.
Live and learn, ladies.
So winners typically don't turn it off. They always, whether they get a girl, whether they get a promotion or whatever, they always want more.
So it doesn't depend on how she
But
acts.
they can eat
at
and
all.
share.
I mean, that could play a component, but
A little
again,
bit, right?
that could play a component. But again, you got with a guy that wasn't really about
So
it.
that's what I said. I said either it's the guy or either a girl did something to cause that.
But the guy was still a loser regardless. You
If
shouldn't
he
let
was
you can't let a woman
top-notch
you
for
can't let a woman
long-ass
influence
time
you.
and something about him
That's a
changes.
fact.
It can't be that you trust that he's like that and you're doing something wrong. It can't be
But
that
no.
potentially.
No, you may have influenced it, but
Okay.
at the end of the day, the mindset is fucked up.
Yeah, if
You
he's
shouldn't let a
boy-
woman influence you.
No, your mindset's fucked up. You're like, he faked it. He faked it the whole way through. No,
But
I'm
he
saying
did.
maybe that is him and maybe you fucked up.
What the?
What are you
What?
talking about?
What are you
I'm saying
saying?
guys don't
What?
just change. If they're amazing and they get comfortable through my past
But it just-
experiences, it's because maybe you made them too comfortable.
I think what he's trying to say is
No,
that
I said
People
the
do
guy. The
change.
guy wasn't about it. The guy wasn't about it from the get. Is what I'm trying to say. If you let this is why I always,
Yeah.
I'm
the
so
girls
big
get
on.
me and the guys
This is why I'm
have
so
something to
big on
say.
men
It's
being
so
leaders,
funny.
because when women lead, they make you weak. And that's
Damn.
No,
probably
I
what
love
ended
the
up
way you
happening.
lead, but I love if you would consider how women feel. That's why I'm throwing what I have to say in. Like, you're absolutely right. But it could be that maybe he changed and he really is that genuine guy and that all awesome guy. But a girl maybe wasn't that happy, sweet, lucky girl. That, guys love a happy girl. Once you're complaining and
I
talking
feel like I'm
shit.
drunk listening to
I
you.
agree.
Yeah.
What the fuck you're talking
We're
about?
gonna just go
Can we go to the next
because it's not really making sense.
Yeah.
Going back to what I was saying with her,
Alright.
with the boss girl, I would like I said before, you can't be a boss bitch and feminine at the same time.
Okay, but
The
what
traits
if,
it
you
takes
have,
to be a boss are inherently masculine.
what if you have two CEOs in the relationship? The one
That's
of them
impossible.
can't be feminine?
No.
There's no
The-
business that operates
no,
with two
That's
CEOs.
why
Yeah.
it didn't work.
Yeah. So what one party's got to give in.
I can be the
I do
CEO,
agree.
wear the heels, wear the lingerie, put my makeup on, and
But
be
that
the
And
doesn't
most
make you
that's
a
feminine.
that's a fallacy. That's modern day rhetoric that doesn't not work. It sounds great on paper, but so does communism, and we saw how that worked out. 50-50 partnerships don't work out at all. One person has to lead in the relationship. You can't have two bosses. You can't have two CEOs. You need a masculine, you need a feminine.
King
And women
queen.
that are boss women or boss bitches, as they call themselves, are masculine women. They're assertive, they're dominant, they're aggressive, they're competitive, and they're non-agreeable. And these are traits that men typically don't find attractive.
You're gonna
These are
key a
masculine
car.
traits.
You're gonna key a
But-
car.
If I
eventually.
what if I went, girl, oh my God, you look so great, and I dressed up on Saturdays just like you and wore a dress, how would you
Oh
feel?
my God.
Okay, but you're talking
Hold on, answer the
about,
question. How would it make you feel?
If what?
If
If
I
you dress
decided
up
to
like
act
a-
like a girl on
like a bitch.
Saturdays, and I wanted to get prettier than you,
Oh my God.
and I wore a dress and I wore heels, and I was like, oh my God, girl, we're gonna go out, it's gonna be great. How'd that make you feel?
Twins. I guess like I wouldn't want that.
You wouldn't want that, would you? Why
No.
would you not want it? Let's peel the back layer. Why would you not want that?
I would want. Okay, I guess in that case, I would want
Oh,
more
see how the
masculine
logic doesn't
men.
make sense now? So
No.
why do you expect me as a man to want a woman that's masculine?
Because you were talking about how masculine women are women that don't agree, are competitive and stuff. I would call myself a feminine woman, and I'm not competitive.
No, you're not a
I'll
feminine woman
agree.
if you want to be a girl boss. Those two don't go
Yeah,
hand
they
in
don't.
hand.
That's what I'm trying
And
to
that's
say.
what you said. I asked you like what a feminine woman is, and you said a girl boss, CEO, independent queen.
But a CEO can also agree. I don't know why a
No.
CEO can't agree.
But CEOs
and they-
are
We didn't
CEOs
say they
because
don't
they-
agree. We said that they're less agreeable. It's a personality trait.
Nowadays, you have to be
I
both.
feel like a CEO can be feminine.
But how?
Like, you can feel that way,
You
but that's just
can't.
not
You
the
Yeah,
can't
truth.
be
this the
feminine.
issue
You're
is
gonna
that
keep
you
living in
feel.
la la land. for a
Ladies,
little
see,
bit.
here's the thing. Let me be extremely blunt about this. Fuck your feelings. This isn't about
No.
I feel like or whatever. It's about
100%.
what do you know and what do you think, and
Yeah.
articulating, the truth here.
No.
So you can say, I feel like a CEO can be feminine. The answer is no, they cannot, because the traits it takes to be a CEO, to be a boss, are inherently masculine. And my thing is, like, how can you get mad at a guy, right, or not be attracted to a man that acts like a chick, and then on the other hand, you act like a dude and expect guys to accept you? See how
So-
the logic doesn't make sense?
But wait, but organically you're feminine though. Even if you're a CEO and you're a boss chick,
But you're not acting that
organically-
way.
No,
No one
but
gives a
you-
fuck about how
No, no, no,
organic
no,
you
no.
are. It's not a
You-
fucking
no, no,
convenience
no.
store.
Go ahead, go ahead.
In the home,
Mhm.
you can be very feminine, bow down, be submissive to your man. And at work, you're a boss. You don't take anything. You know what I'm saying? So I totally disagree with that.
Okay.
I feel like you can be a CEO, you could be a boss, but at home, you could totally be like very feminine and submissive towards your husband
So-
or your man.
That's amazing.
But exactly.
Again, that's
Not
another
agree with that.
example of it sounds great in theory, but it doesn't actually work in practice.
It does
because
work because that's how I am. So,
So-
I'm speaking for myself.
Are you
I'm
a
a
CEO?
boss.
Yeah.
You're a
You know
CEO?
what I'm saying? But I also feel like I'm super feminine.
What are you the boss
I'm
of?
loyal, I'm submissive. I'll do anything for my man. But guess what? When I'm at work, I run the urgent care. I'm the boss.
So
I
here's,
do
here's the
this.
thing. You're actually a very
You know what I'm
masculine
saying?
woman,
So-
because I was trying to make a point and then you just
No.
cut me off and went
I
right
got
into
her.
it.
So would you agree,
So-
right, that at home you're submissive, you're passive, right?
Yeah.
You're feminine. However, sometimes it may come
in
out.
the workplace.
No. Sometimes it may come out at home randomly.
Yeah.
For
It
example-
can come out. I'm not gonna lie.
Right,
It can
right.
come out.
So,
And
so,
you
there
have
you go.
to.
so that means it's still in you. So we're just saying be feminine all the time. You get what I'm saying?
I
'Cause
understand.
That's what the true power is, because what happens is, right, women are very masculine and they play a part around certain people, right? But as a
Yes.
result, let's say 4 guys are in a room, right?
The mask wears off.
And one of those guys was actually for you, but your temperament or your behavior is masculine.
Mhm.
Now the guy that was for you says, you know what, damn, she was hot, attractive, but like her attitude sucks. So that right there disqualifies you.
But that's why you have to speak to people, and that's why communication is key, because you can't just allow somebody to just look at you and just already judge you just by what they see. That's
Ma'am,
why you have
we
to
live in a
speak.
world of perception. If I see you for the first time and how you
Yeah.
act, I'm gonna judge you right away. I don't get time to talk to you because I already judge you in my head.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, off rip, you should be feminine all the time.
Is that what you want?
W
That's
right.
what
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
wants. That's what
You
everybody
cannot
wants.
be
Can I
feminine
ask
all
you,
the
is that
time.
what
If
you
you're
want,
a
though?
boss in a workplace, in a work environment, and you're a CEO, you're a lawyer, you're a practitioner,
thing.
you cannot be
Sick all the
both.
time. You can't turn. No, you cannot. Again, that sounds great in theory, but it doesn't work in practice. If you're a go-getter, you're an A-type personality, you're always an A-type personality. And I know this because I'm one, and I can identify another one when I see them. Both of you, I can already tell, are A-type personalities. You guys are aggressive, you're not agreeable, you want to,
I am not
interject and everything.
aggressive.
You're literally interrupting me right now as I
I'm
speak,
sorry. I'm sorry.
which is a masculine trait. So your actions speak a lot louder than your words.
No, because we see
So-
what you're trying to do. You're trying to
I-
like
I
break
just
us
like
down
to-
to like, no, you could either be feminine or you have to be feminine and a little
I just
masculine.
like to get my point
Nowadays,
across, that's
we
all.
have to
I'm
be,
super sweet.
and we know we can be very feminine.
You can be whatever you want.
But I
No
see
one
what
is
you're
no one
doing.
is no one is telling you guys you can't be masculine. I'm not saying
You're
that.
just not going to get the right
I'm
guy.
just telling you
Some
that-
we are, and it happens to be in
It's
this
really
world.
not.
You
We're
have
like
to be
the
a
sweetest
boss,
people ever.
and you can be
Like,
feminine at the same time.
This
you
is-
can
this
be
is
both.
crazy.
But I see what you're doing. You have to be
This is
feminine.
crazy.
But you
Always
know
be
what
the
it is?
sweet, soft,
We're
soft.
just
I
saying,
can't even finish a
Is that
sentence
what you
without you
even
guys
want?
interjecting.
No, I'm
like
just-
that right
I feel
there.
like you spoke
like,
more than me, so I'm
it-
allowed to say something.
what-
That's not
I
about
mean, I
how much
can't
you
finish
speak.
a
It's
point.
about reality.
I can't even finish
I
a
thought
point.
you were done. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I
Is
mean,
that what you want? Just a woman that bows down and is feminine
No,
and sweet
It's a
and
podcast.
loyal. And
One at a
I
time.
got you.
Shut the
Chris,
fuck up.
Chris.
yeah. I mean, men like feminine women.
And
Yes.
I feel like that's what you want. But you know what happens?
That's what
I would
every guy
love
wants.
to be that way. Do you feel like eventually you'll take advantage and you kind of want a woman to speak up and kind of want a woman to maybe once in a
No.
while put you in your place? Because
No.
you
Well,
tend
There's
to.
no such
No.
thing as
A man that wants a woman to put him in his place is a feminine man.
Thank
It's
you.
not a
Yeah.
masculine man.
Africa.
1000%.
That's
yeah,
a
like
boy.
guys don't like that.
Yeah, I
like
get
you
you right.
guys think that men like that, they really don't. It's not attractive. It's just that we live in a crazy world where we tell women it's okay to act like a dude and guys should accept you. Whereas, like I said before, this is why I'm saying the logic doesn't make sense. And if you put it to the test, if I acted like a girl and I decided to wear a dress on Saturdays, you would never accept me. So it's ludicrous to me how you act like guys periodically and
I
you think a
agree
man
with
should
you.
accept you.
No, I learned something
So
tonight.
listen.
It's like remain feminine.
No, no, no.
Remain feminine.
I agree.
How crazy is that? They've never even thought about that.
We were saying that the whole show.
The whole show.
I have a question.
You got
Wait,
to drill
can
it
I
in.
please say
It's so
something?
hard because I want to get my point across.
Listen to me. You don't
Otherwise,
have a
you guys
point.
as
Listen
well.
to me. If
Don't
you
talk to
have
me
a,
like that.
can I
It's a point that I have to make.
So you
What's the
mean to
point?
tell me you never have
Don't talk
feminine
to me
moments?
like that. Just
Okay.
have respect.
You never have feminine moments as a man? You've never had
No,
a feminine
I
moment
agree
as a
with
man?
him.
What's a feminine moment for a man?
Listen.
I
Let's
don't know, I'm
define
just
that. Let's
saying.
define
Listen.
that.
I'm not a
What's
man.
feminine
I'm gonna let you know
moment
right
for a
now.
man?
That's a very good question.
Mhm.
And I'll say no.
No?
because what's happening here is that like the main energy